What if I told you that you might already have the vocabulary of a native English speaker? Seriously, do you ever feel like you're drowning in an ocean of English words thinking you'll never learn enough to be truly fluent? You hear that English has over 1 million words and it just feels impossible. Well, I'm here to tell you that number doesn't really matter. So what's the real number? Most studies show the average adult native English speaker has a vocabulary of around 20,000 to 35,000 words. But that's not even the whole story. A more practical way to measure is by word families. For example, count, counted, and counter are all one family. Using that method, the average is closer to 15,000 to 20,000 families. If you're an advanced learner with a vocabulary in the 10,000 word range, you're not just doing well, you're operating at a seriously high level. So, what does this all mean for you? It means fluency is much closer than you think. The real secret isn't the total number of words you know, but the difference between your passive and active vocabulary. Think of it this way. Your passive vocabulary is like a giant library of words you recognize when you read or hear them. Your active vocabulary is the small stack of your favorite go-to books on your desk, the words you can actually pull out and use in conversation without thinking twice. A native speaker might recognize up to 35,000 words, but they probably use only a fraction of those, around 3,000 to 5,000 high-frequency words in their daily conversations. Fluency comes from turning more of your library words into desktop words. It's all about building the confidence to use what you already know. So, how do you do that? How do you build that active, ready-to-use vocabulary? You don't need to memorize a dictionary, instead just focus on two simple things. First, master the words you'll actually use. Knowing just 3,000 of the most common word families can help you understand up to 95% of the most conversations, TV shows and radio programs. Second, practice active recall. Don't just read a new word, make friends with it. Write it in a sentence, say it out loud, dare to use it in your next conversation, even if it feels a little clumsy at first. This is what moves the word from your passive memory to your active vocabulary, making your speech smoother and way more natural. The goal was never to learn 1 million words. The goal is to communicate, to connect, and to feel confident when you do it. You don't need an ocean of words, you just need a toolbox with the right ones. Focus on activating the incredible vocabulary you already have, and you will realize that you are so much closer to fluency than you ever imagined. If you want more tips on how to build your active vocabulary and speak with confidence, make sure to subscribe.